How do you embody your confidence and change the way you perceive yourself? Hey everyone, I'm Amelia Rebecca, and in today's video, I'm going to be taking you through my 7-step process for embodying that confidence, changing the way you see yourself, and it's a process that I personally go through as well as take my clients through. Okay, so step 1 is all about connecting to our inner child. When we connect to our inner child, it gives us this insight on what our hidden desires and hidden needs are. So when we start to develop that kind of awareness, it really gives us this confidence that we are capable of fulfilling our own needs and desires, and we don't need to rely on external circumstances or other people to get our needs met. Step 2 is all about connecting to our body. So when we connect to our body, it gives us this foundation of safety and trust, not just within ourselves, but also within life and the universe. And it gives us this foundation to be able to create more trust within relationships. So one way that you can tell if you're not connected to your body is if you're super scatterbrained, your mind's a little bit foggy, and when you get grounded, it just makes you feel more at ease and more comfortable in your own skin. Step 3 is connecting to our joy as well as our imagination. So once we establish that dialogue with our inner child, we understand what our needs are, we know how to fulfill them, we feel safe in our bodies. Now we can start to really explore and expand and dream bigger and give ourselves more permission to be more of who we are. Step 4 is about establishing boundaries. So now that we've gotten clear on what our needs are, what our desires are, what lights us up, what's important to us, what we value, it makes it so much easier for us to create boundaries around those things that really matter to us, which creates this springboard for us to be able to expand and really bloom in our lives. Step 5 is identifying old narratives and beliefs that are limiting us and making us feel a little stuck in our lives, and then starting to rewrite those stories and redesigning our own personal story into a more empowering one. So the more that we get clear on what our needs are, what our desires are, we start to notice where we tend to hold ourselves back. So when you start to get clear and identify what those stories really are, then you can get curious about where they come from, start challenging them, start creating new narratives that sort of rewrite and cancel out those limiting beliefs. Step 6 is about making space for healing and self-acceptance. So now that we've gone through all of these steps that brought a lot of stuff up to the surface, it's really important to give yourself grace to integrate all of that and feel all of your feelings that come up around these things. And also, I feel like in this step is where people tend to get into more shadow work, which is awesome, and I'm a really big proponent of shadow work, but we tend to see these limiting beliefs and then our instinct is to just automatically want to change them. And I think it's really important to make space for these things about ourselves that we might not like to see, but just to accept them as part of who we are and allow them to exist and love ourselves through it anyway. So now we're at step 7, which is the final step. And this step is owning your power and honoring yourself. You have gone through this entire process, super powerful, super transformational, and it's so important to celebrate how far you've come. Giving ourselves praise just continues to build that confidence within ourselves. And now you're in a position where you're really walking your talk. You are embodied in your confidence. So how are you going to treat yourself? How are you going to honor yourself? Some things I like to do when I'm in this space is, treating myself to something beautiful or luxurious. So I might buy myself something pretty or take myself to get my nails done or get a massage. Or if you're not so much into spending money, you can also just make space for yourself. Just tune everybody else out and give yourself a time to just be with yourself and relax. Maybe you take a really nice, beautiful, lovely bath. Something like that. Just something that gives you a sense of pleasure that you can indulge in just for the sake of pleasure, because you deserve it. So that's going to be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'm so looking forward to hearing your experience with this process. If you did enjoy this video, I would love it if you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!